Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our new lesson based on Kashmiri language course. Today our lesson is regarding vowel sounds. In Kashmiri language we have two kinds of sounds. One is consonant like other languages and one is vowel sounds. Vowel sounds are those sounds which when produced there is no obstruction of the sounds, unlike consonant sounds where we find the obstruction of the sounds. So I'll start here. We call them maswat or maswat as well. So I'll write here vowel sounds. As you know, dear students, in Kashmiri language we have 16 basic vowel sounds which behave in a different way in a word. So they can be there in the middle, they can be at the end of the word, or they can be in the beginning of the word, or the fair position of these vowel sounds we see always above, below of the consonant sounds. So together with consonant sounds they make our words. So we have 16 sounds today. If you want to go and have a full lecture, want to understand vowel sounds, Kashmiri vowel sounds, then go to our vowel sound lecture wherein we have given examples, the way to produce sounds and different examples. Today it's a very short lecture in which I have shown how to remember these vowel sounds in a very short period of time. And a technique I use here, that's my own technique, I call edge technique of the vowel sounds. That's a rhyme technique, edge technique. I call it Hamid's technique. So Hamid's technique. We have this technique, you see there, but unconsciously people don't use it, so I won't use it. I won't stress on this technique in order to remember. We can rhyme these sounds. I will divide the sound system and I will keep them in two different groups. So I will divide this box in 8 parts. This is first, this is second, this is third, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8. So I'll write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So dear students, when I write here 8, it means we have here to divide this group a horizontal line, this vertical line here. So 2 sounds in each group. So each of the groups is filled with 2 sounds. So we fill them with 2 sounds. One is short sound and one is long sound. So you remember, it's a short sound, it's a long sound, short sound, long sound, short sound, long sound, short sound, long sound. That means one short, one long. So we can rhyme them as well. So I will start here. I'll write here first this, what we call this means like this in English. We call it or simply in Roman as a. Then we have we can give here the phonetic transcription as well, or you can show in Roman as well, means Now we have another one, let's see, that is the short sound here, a. We call it a sound. So in transcription in English IPA we have also a sound there, that's like this. So here we have a as in ink pot or as in. So we cannot understand it as I, that's why I did write here I and in. So here the long sound similar to it called e, e. So this is e sound in IPA, and here you can write it like in Roman as e. Now the third group is there, that is here, that is o. So I'll write here, this is in IPA o, and I'll write here o as well. Now this is o and this is oo. e, o, and u in IPA is written like this, u, and it's like this, u. Now we have the fourth group, that is O sound. O, it's a short sound. This is called O. And we can write it C. We don't have in IPA this O, but we can show it. How we can show it? O, I'll show it here. Let's take that sound here. In IPA, English IPA, we have this sound there. And this is called O sound. This is a diphthong, and this is a long vowel sounds. All diphthongs are vowel sounds, and O, and the character of all vowel sounds, they are voiced sounds. So this is a diphthong. There's a glide, but there is also glide, but it's a short glide here, not too much. But I will show here the O sound. If you cut this O and make it half, I will show it there. So you have to read this O as the half of it. So this, if you read O as the half, you can say O. So that is the sound here, O. And I will show this very symbol, O, and I will cut this O in the middle, means you have to sound it half of O, means O, O. And then we have O, 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 O. This is O sound, O, 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 like go, like O, O. Now, this you can show with O sound here. Now, dear students, English O, as you know, a bit like this, we cannot have a very, I will say, good correspondence, exact correspondence between the sounds, but we can at least have a bit very near to other sounds as well. If we have to be in, if we have to agree with the sounds, we have to represent our language, so we have to agree somewhere. Otherwise, we cannot bring exact sounds of other languages that can match exactly. So I'll show here another sound. This sound, it can be written like this, or it can be in the middle. When you go in the middle of the word, there it can be like this. Now, this sound also, see, we don't have this sound in IPA, English Phonetic System, International, what we call. So this sound is also there, but we have to read the half of that sound, then we can pronounce this sound. So we have this sound there, that is A, English A, this was O. And if you read half of A, it becomes A, A. See, we have also in IPA, we have this sound there, this is called A sound, but this is not A sound. This is true, sometimes we pronounce with this sign as A. For example, some people pronounce as K, then they use this sound, but the exact pronunciation of K is K. That means if we have to pronounce this, that means a K. For example, if we have to say this, then it would be pronounced as K, because we don't have this sound there in Kashmiri, which is A sound. That means I can call it K. That means we have to separate lips. So we don't separate lips when we say K, but people, I will see people mostly pronounce it as K like this. So the sound is half of this, but people sometimes pronounce as this, but this is also pronounced like ge, like gauge. When we round the straw, they're in the paddy field, and we knot this straw, and we call that gauge. Then we use this sound there, this as gauge, like le, we call it lage. Then we pronounce there the sound half of this is a, not a. We have also this sound in English. We call it a. See, a. See, a. But we don't have this sound a in Kashmiri. But we can have these two sounds, or these two sounds somehow resembling this sound as well. So sometimes, maybe in some of the dialects, I have seen people pronouncing this A with these sounds. So I'll write the pronunciation of this as half of this. This means A, but I will also write in bracket, that is this A, and I will write also this. So we don't have. So this way you can have, this way you can have, but now it's long sound, that is this. This is A, or it can be like this in the word, simply A. So this is in IPA A, and in English we have A. This means A. So E, O, A. Now we have three groups now. One is like this. This is called a sound. In English phonetics, we have a sound here. That's like this. So, or in Roman, we can show it like this, a sound. But now we have the long sound of it, that is like this. So there is a difference. I will show. Take out these two sounds. I will show the difference. The first sound is Aleph, and on this, these are called HX. HX are the modulators of the sounds. So the first is this, and second one is this. So this is a, and this is a sound. So dear students, this is the difference of the shape of this thing that modulates the sound. This is a short sound, this is a long sound, and this is English IPA. Now we have this, that is, we bring this down, we keep it here below, and here it becomes a. We don't have a there in English IPA, but I will define it with this a and put star here, and it will become a. So this is a, and then we have this very down becomes a, and I'll write it a bit longer, or I will show it with the phonetics, can be shown it like this, and then put star here instead of a. You can read it a. Now the last one is there, and that is O. So this is O. Again, we don't have O sound then in IPA, but we have O sound there. This is O sound. How O is pronounced? When your jaws are half open, you don't have to open your jaws fully like in O sound, like in pot. There you have to open your jaws, and your jaws are half open and your lips are half rounded. So when your lips are half rounded and half open, you can produce this sound like we call water, like we call coal. So if we just omit this colon here and we make it half, so it becomes O. So I will represent this sound as this, O sound. And then we have O. This is like this, O. So we can have like this. So not exactly, but I would say. So we can rhyme it again. E, oo, o, o. So dear students, today it was a short lesson, but we didn't show the examples. So you can go to our vowel lesson based on examples, and properly we have shown there the way we can read them properly. So this was lesson let we do. It was H technique, Hamid's technique, and we have shown exactly the IPA system here. IPA system, or you can represent with Roman as this is like this, or sometimes, and or sometimes different, we'll show in different lessons. So it was this what we call E, O, then that was last. Before this we have E, then we have what we call what we wrote here, yeah, we have O, then A, then E, and then O. So subscribe our videos, get some more videos free of cost. So see you in our next lecture. Till then, goodbye.